the final tonight. And the best team in baseball wins it all in 2018.
For the first hit. Rutschman into right field. Down the line. A fair ball. Adley will turn first. Head for second. He's going to turn second. Go for third. Rutschman into third base standing. An extra base hit. His first hit in the major leagues. Welcome to the...
These are long pitch innings. I think Blister, that's what you were to make sure.
Here's a high fly ball into right. Back his bat's on the move. On the track. He's got it. What a catch by Mookie Betts.
Now, Clifford looking for a clean inning here in the seventh.
Hit well out to right center field. Jones still on the move, running out of room, and he made it.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Beyond the Ballpark. As always, I'm your host, Patrick Moran, alongside Brendan Cunningham. We're officially back from hiatus. It feels like we've been on a pretty long one. Obviously, life kind of got in the way a little bit at times. You know, wrapping up school. You fortunately had a family issue on your end, so you know we kind of got a little busy, but we're back, and it feels good.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back. Finally, it should be a lot more since going out now in the summer. You know, a lot of free time, so it should be good.
Mm-hmm. You're officially on summer break. You're done with your finals, and you know I've been on summer break for a while now, so it's an official go. But we got some good topics today. Obviously, we got to fill out the All-Star ballots. Neither of us have done it yet. You know, we haven't filled out a ballot, so this will be our first one. And we also got to talk about the blockbuster trade that was Rafael Devers to the San Francisco Giants. We can't really forget about it because it's just so big. So without further ado, let's just go straight into that. That's kind of the segue. Obviously, you have more. Oh, no, wait. I forgot. We have to do a Skype memorial. So, yeah, before we do all that, before we get into all the baseball talk, it is very unfortunate that Skype got discontinued in May of 2025. Very sad time. We used Skype for a while. Ever since we first put the podcast out there to the public, right? We used FaceTime a little bit on Dropbox for all the OGs. But, you know, Skype was always the one. We used it for 4 years. And then it just got discontinued by Microsoft. Shout out to Brendan. He found Riverside, so shout out Riverside coming in the clutch. You know, this will be our new recording studio or recording software, just getting on the video call. But it's very sad that Skype is no more. So obviously it's a great app. And Brendan, any last words for Skype?
You know, it was very reliable. It was always, you know, there. I know we had a lot of problems with the early FaceTime days. You know, it felt good to finally get a platform that was, you know, like I said, reliable and we could do every single week. So that was good. And now they discontinued it, which is unfortunate. But hopefully this new site can work out for us.
Yeah, that is the hope. But you know, Skype was awesome. You know, we definitely had our issues on FaceTime. There's no doubt about that. So you make a good point in it being reliable, but now we actually get into the baseball talk. Skype's shelf life is officially over. And obviously the big headline, I believe it was over the weekend. It was about a week ago now. It was either Saturday or Sunday. Rafael Devers got traded to the San Francisco Giants in exchange for Jordan Hicks, Kyle Harrison, James Tibbs, who was a first-round pick in last year's draft, and then Jose Bayo, who's pitching at the complex, 20-year-old. Before I dive into all the logistics and details, Brendan, kind of another memorial. I'll let you have your emotional moment of Rafael Devers officially gone.
I mean, it was definitely a shock. I mean, I know there were the problems early season about him changing positions because we got Bregman. He wasn't happy about it. But it kind of died down. I thought we were kind of over it. He was just gonna, play DH. He's just gonna suck it up. It's because he really is as a hitter only. His fielding's not great. He should, thrive as a hitter. But I guess it didn't work out, and it was, he must be like the last guy who was on that 2018 squad. Am I saying that right? I don't know if that's right.
Believe so. I saw a stat that he was the last guy left.
Yeah, so he's like what, like our longest tenured Red Sox. I thought he was gonna be here for a while with that long-term deal, back when he signed that. So it's fine. We'll see how things turn out with these new guys coming in. Hopefully, we can get something back for them, and hopefully, we spend our money now that we got off that contract and get some other guys in the off season. That's what I'm looking for seeing.
Yeah. I'll talk about the return back a little bit for Boston. It's pretty good. I don't know if it's going to be a Mookie Betts type where kind of everyone is just average or not that good. Um, but Jordan Hicks was a true major leaguer. Obviously, Kyle Harrison, a young pitcher. He's probably going to be a starter, even though they sent him down to Worcester. Very interesting decision by Craig Breslow for a guy in Kyle Harrison who had been pitching pretty well up to that point. But Jordan Hicks, he comes back in the deal. The Red Sox dumped the Devers money, and then the Giants kind of dumped the Jordan Hicks money. And it seems like both sides are taking on the full payday or the full contract. So that's kind of what the deal is there, right? Red Sox 2025. It's $7 million for Jordan Hicks, and then the next 2 seasons it's 12.5. So they're gonna kind of be either paying a expensive reliever or they're gonna get a few starts out of Jordan Hicks. You can kind of use him as a Swiss Army knife in a way, and that could be useful to the Red Sox, who could always use the pitching, and then they also get Kyle Harrison, who's a guy with about 4 to 5 years of control left. He's a really good left-handed pitcher. Similar to Jordan Hicks, like you could have him in the bullpen. He'd probably be amazing in the bullpen, but I think he can be a starter moving forward. And again, Red Sox just need those pitchers. They need those arms on their roster. And then they get James Tibbs, who was the head prospect coming back in the return. Right, he was out of the 2023 draft, or no, 2024, pardon me. Yeah, he came out of the 2024 draft, Florida State guy. He's really good. I mean, it's kind of some redundancy for the Red Sox getting another outfielder in their minor league system, but they do have a guy from this past draft class after giving up Braden Montgomery in exchange for Garrett Crochet. He was part of that package. So they get a guy in Tibbs who is basically the same thing. Maybe, he kind of joins a crowded outfield situation, and maybe the Red Sox try and move him and some other outfielders, but, we'll have to wait and see. I mean, he's had a really good season, a 852 OPS overall on the year between, high A and double A. He was in high A with the Giants, and now he's in double A Portland in the Red Sox system. So it's a good pitcher, and then Jose Bayo is kind of the guy, or why did I say pitcher? James Tibbs, obviously a bat. But yeah, Jose Bayo kind of being the final guy in this trade. No one knew a whole lot about him. And, he's just spinning a good breaking ball. That's kind of it. Then, that's the whole return. So, Brendan, how do you kind of feel about the return? Do you think it has any potential to reach, the Mookie Betts, status of not being underwhelming?
It's definitely a possibility. A lot of those guys from the Mookie Betts trade didn't really work out for us. But, I'm hopeful that we can get at least something out of this, something long term. I think the longest guy from that Mookie Betts deal was like Alex Verdugo. He's now gone. So hopefully we can get a guy and stay with us longer, and just be better. But it'd be interesting to see what these pitchers are because we definitely need pitching. If they can be good for us in the next few seasons, that'd be great.
That's kind of the goal. And I think for me, if the Red Sox can reinforce the roster in other ways now that they got the Devers money off the books. I mean, it was a guy that they were paying $30 plus million to kind of just hit, like he wasn't providing any defensive value. If Breslow's going to allocate those funds elsewhere, I think then you can justify it. But if he doesn't, then it definitely goes down in infamy. So I think you kind of have to wait and see. You know, I think Breslow has a plan, right? The core is really good with Marcelo Meyer, Roman Anthony, and Christian Campbell. I know Christian Campbell just got sent down, but the Red Sox, they do have a lot of really good young players, and I think Breslow's goal is to build the team around them rather than just have Rafael Devers, who he kind of viewed as a clog. Didn't seem like he valued the contract all that much, so looking to get out from under it, even though Devers is a silver slugger type of bat. But you know, it's interesting. I was just mainly shocking when I first saw it come across the ticker.
Yeah, definitely a shocking move, but you know it's exciting. We'll see things mix up. I hope for the best then in San Francisco.
Yeah, fair enough. And now that I think about it, you know, Mookie Betts is on the Dodgers, Xander Bogaerts is on the Padres, and Rafael Devers is on the Giants. That's a very interesting dynamic there.
All out west.
They
Yeah.
all went west. More opportunity, as they always like to say out west. But you know, do you still feel like, you know, optimistic moving forward with some of the young guys like Roman Anthony? He hit his first career home run the other day. Marcelo Meyer's been playing really well. You know, Christian Campbell got an extension after a red hot start to the year. So,
Yeah.
you know, do you feel confident in what the Red Sox can develop and do on this roster now that they're looking to reconstruct?
I mean, it definitely leaves a lot of things open. I mean, one extra roster spot. Like you said, Marcelo Meyer looking great. Roman Anthony, number one prospect. I feel confident about him. I know Christian Campbell just got sent down, I think.
Yeah, he did.
So that's, he's been kind of cold lately, but it's still, he's shown that he can be good with that hot start. So that's at least good to see from him. But yeah, I think you got to be at least a little hyped about that we have these young prospects that can help us win in the next few years with already a kind of good foundation on the team.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, at the very least, you have to feel good that you have two major league arms, right? Jordan Hicks can kind of do the starter reliever thing. You know, he wants to start, but, you know, the stuff can play up in the pen. And then Kyle Harrison, he's a young arm that you can mold a little bit more. Maybe the Red Sox pitching development can get more out of him. So I think right now the bare minimum is that the Red Sox have two pitchers that are going to help their team one way or another. And I think that's positive. So anyway, we'll see what they do with the other two prospects. But we will go to All-Star voting now. So the All-Star voting is obviously public. You can fill out your own, you can fill out your own ballot if you would like. I believe they've had a phase already. Like they've gone through phase one
I don't
or
think
something.
so.
Or no,
We're still in phase one.
Yeah, okay. I think I was thinking that because they shared what the voting looks like right now. So, they did give us a voting update, and that's good. But, yeah, they gave what the results have been so far. They've definitely been interesting, but we'll fill out our own ballots, tell you who we think deserves some starting roles or maybe to be on the team. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump straight in. So first base, we'll just go position by position because that's how it is on the ballot here, right? They go head to head based on position. So American League, who are you thinking right now?
Looking at first base, the first guy, Jonathan Aranda. I don't know how he's not in first or second right now. I think he has the best stats on the entire American League side in first base.
I I honestly agree with you. I was gonna pick Jonathan Aranda, right? He's been fantastic with Tampa. 910 OPS, 329 average, 8 homers, 41 RBIs. I mean, it's really good what he's doing, and he's finally just gotten the runway. So I think Jonathan Aranda is my pick.
Yeah, I think I think maybe Paul Goldschmidt's getting a little favorite because he's from the big market. And his stats are good, but I think Don Miranda's just better.
Yeah, I think so too. I believe he's first in the voting, if I was not mistaken.
Paul Goldschmidt is, yeah.
Yeah, I think Jonathan Aranda is better. So I do agree with you. I think it might be a little bit of the big market effect. Also shout out to Tampa Bay Rays. They're playing really good baseball. I would know because I've seen them. The Orioles are in, I can't say the Trop or Tampa because they're, at George Steinbrenner Field, which I guess is also in Tampa. But, that this is a team that's playing some really good baseball, right? They have the pitching, and Jonathan Aranda's doing a lot on the hitting side. And I think he definitely deserves some shine. Is there anyone else you were kind of eyeing here?
Vladdy, I those numbers were okay. He's in second place right now. I didn't notify him, but I think Speckle Torkelson's numbers look really good.
Yeah, it
Um,
was.
that's a guy who I almost considered. The average is a little too low. What about you? Any other names you thought about?
I was thinking about Torkelson. That was a really good shout on your end, right? 16 homers so far this year is a really good clip, and he's been impressive. Vladdy, he's Vladdy. He's just gonna hit, and he's already got his bag. Goldschmidt's kind of having a renaissance, but I think Jonathan Aranda's the pick.
Okay. National League side, who you got?
National League, I think it's got to be Freddie Freeman. I mean, Freddie's a beast. I know
Um,
Alonso's been good, but I mean, Freddie 933 OPS, 328 average, 9 homers, 41 driven in is pretty awesome.
see, I think I have to go Alonso here.
You're going with Alonso, okay?
I mean, just the number. I mean, he's got a higher OPS than Freeman. He's got significantly more RBIs, 63, more home runs, and Freddie's got him in the average, but he's still hitting 291, which is pretty good. So I think I'm going Alonso.
I think for me, like Freddie is impressive in the fact that he's kind of still playing a little bit hurt, and he had that bad ankle in the World Series. There was kind of still some concern around him, but I don't know. Now I'm starting to change a little bit. Now that I think about it, I feel like I want to go with Pete. Yeah, I'm gonna go Pete. I'm gonna change it. Although I think Freddie is also a really good candidate.
Yeah. Any other guys you want to shout out?
Michael Busch, Chicago Cubs. I think he's been really good. Obviously, he's in the shadow of PCA and Kyle Tucker so far, but he's having a really good season. Bryce Harper, he's just Bryce Harper. Josh Naylor's having a really good year out in Arizona. That kind of gets lost in the scuffle. Matt Olson's been really good as well.
Wilmer Flores been
Wilmer Flores, has he cooled off or is he just
256, 11 home runs, 53 RBIs.
yeah, that's
Not
pretty
bad.
good. I think we mentioned him off air in the whole Rafael Devers where he's gonna play,
Yeah,
but
he's in that conversation.
yeah, I'm gonna switch my vote. I think Freddie is a really good candidate, but I'm gonna go Pete. Feels like Pete's just playing with that fire. That off season didn't really go his way, and now he's doing what he needs to do.
Yeah. Okay, second base. I think I got my pick. Um, and it's another Ray. I'm going Brandon with Brandon Lowe.
Be going Brandon Lau. Okay, counting numbers are good.
I think so. Who are you going with?
I honestly really want to be biased and say Jackson Holiday,
I know
who's
you-
second in the voting. Shout
I
out.
did. Yeah.
My biased pick is Holiday, but I think I have to go with Glaber. I think Glaber's having a really good season out in Detroit. I think just the
Yeah.
bounce back, like we didn't expect him to play this well. Right, he's getting on base a lot, and I think he's been solid. I don't think the Tigers really expected this when they picked him up, but here we are.
Yeah, he's definitely. I mean, the Tigers playing good, and he's playing good. Good for him. I think, for me, I don't know. I think he's just like I said. The counting stats are all there, and those average a little low, and OPS lower than Glaber. But with the home runs and the RBIs, I just think I'm gonna go with him. Rays on with two.
Yeah. Any shout outs for other guys here?
Tuve, a little bit there. But not really anybody kind of stands out that I don't
Okay.
really I don't really get the Jackson Holiday. How is he in second place?
I think it's just like an effect of like he's bounced back. That's what it kind of
Okay.
feels like. Like he just played so poorly and now he's playing good baseball. I think that's part of the effect.
Okay. All right.
And I think he was hotter than the numbers look at one point. So I think that's
Gotcha.
why
So he's kind of dipped down.
he's dipped a little bit, but overall he's been really good this year in Baltimore. But yeah, I think Gleyber Torres is gonna be my pick. Yeah, you mentioned Altuve. As much as polarizing as he is, I think Jazz is really good.
Yeah, Jazz is having a good year.
Yeah. So those are second base kind of a weak position, I feel like.
I feel like it always is.
No.
National League.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of weak over here.
Yeah. It's a weak position in general, I feel like.
Who are you? I feel like there's really clear answer.
I mean, Ketel Marte is kind of the slam dunk.
I'm trying to find a way not to pick him. Brendan Donovan.
Yeah. I was going to say, I would have said Brendan Donovan. I think Brendan Donovan's been fantastic.
The 944 OPS, though, with Ketel.
I think it's because Ketel has played less, but...
Is that what it is?
Because I think he got hurt at one point. But, I mean, Ketel's Ketel.
Yeah, he's consistently a good player.
He's still kicking it.
How many games does he have? He's
Actually,
got 48 games.
yeah. Does that stain any reputation for you?
His home runs are still the most in all second basemen, so.
I know. He's like the only second baseman with double-digit dingers.
Jeez, and you
Besides
also say
Edman.
Tommy Edman, yeah.
Edman's been good.
I think I'm going Marte though. I think that's my pick.
Yeah, I think Ketel Marte's a really good pick. Brendan Donovan's really tempting, but Ketel is that guy for the okay, third base. Who are you looking at? I know you got your guy on here.
I might get biased here. I might.
It's fair. Bregman's hurt though.
He is. Is he gonna be healthy in time for the All-Star game?
It looked like the injury was pretty significant, so I don't know if he's gonna play, but he's had an unbelievable season. I hope he stays in Boston.
And gosh, and who are we looking at here? Jose Ramirez obviously have another good season. It's ridiculous.
So good.
Another Ray having a good year.
Junior Caminero. Yeah.
Dang, that's not bad. Who else is that's?
Addison Barger in Toronto's been really good.
Where is he?
He's right
Yeah, I
he's
see
on
him.
top of Bregman.
Yeah, I'm doing it. I got to vote for one Red Sox, and I don't know if there are gonna be any others on this list. So I'm going for Alex.
That's it's a fair answer. I'm gonna just go with J-Ram because it's J-Ram. I think I probably would have picked Bregman if Bregman didn't get hurt.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, he's hurt, and it seems like he's gonna be out for a month or two. So I'm a little bit worried about that. So yeah, J-Ram's that guy. He's consistent. 908 OPS, 13 homers, 35 driven in. I mean, he's a guy.
Okay.
Although shout out Yohan Moncada, 841 OPS with LA.
Yeah.
A little
Wow,
bit of
not
a
bad.
rejuvenation here. Gotta love the comeback stories. Oh, also Michael Garcia having a fantastic year.
Yep. I saw him.
865 OPS. Okay, third base on the National League side. Who looks good to you?
There's one name sticking out.
Is it? I'm guessing it's Machado.
It is Machado. He's in first place for a reason. Is he leading in every? No, okay.
310, 11 homers, 45 driven in, 866 OPS. That was sick. Still doing it.
Max Muncy, Julio Suarez.
Geno Suarez, 22 homers already is crazy.
Yeah, that's and 62 RBIs. Ridiculous.
Yeah, he had the 4-homer game.
Yeah, I remember that. I'm going Machado.
Machado's. I'm probably gonna go with Machado. He's a beast. Chapman also having a good year. Worth noting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, shortstop. This is the prime time position. Unfortunately, I can't pick Gunner. Who are you looking at?
Bo Bichette, not bad. He's having a good year. Jeremy
Gotta go to the
Pena.
bottom.
I know. I'm scrolling down. Yeah, Jacob Wilson.
You're going with Jacob Wilson?
359 average. It's only 9 home runs. Is ridiculous.
That's true.
Do you have any other objection? Is there any other guy you're picking?
I think you can justify Bobby Witt.
But I'm looking at him. He's right above him, man. Just the numbers. He's got him beat.
I know, but Bobby Witt 830 OPS compared to the 908 for Wilson. I think I'm gonna just ride the high of Jacob Wilson, right? Because he's just been so good.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna shout out a few guys. Jeremy Pena's been really good. 850 OPS in Houston. Zach Neto, another guy. J.P. Crawford having a good year. You were just out in Seattle for your family issues.
Yeah, no, we went to a game.
You went to a game while you were out there. That's cool.
Yeah, I went to a Mariners Guardians game. Saw him play. I think he had like 2 hits or something. He was pretty good.
Yeah, J.P. Crawford's good little ball player. Did they win or no?
They did win in
Nice.
kind of dominant fashion.
We need the Mariners to win because they have the all-time pitching staff. A lot of shortstops, it feels like, though. I mean, Bo Bichette's a good one. You mentioned him. But, yeah, Jacob Wilson kind of the runaway.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah, go ahead.
We move on National League, or you got your pick?
I got my pick. I'm going to go with Jacob Wilson.
Okay. National League. I got my guy. Who you going with?
Is it Mookie Betts that you're going with?
It's not. I'm not picking Mookie Betts.
Okay. I like the objectiveness.
I'm being.
I'm gonna just go with Lindor.
Okay. I'm going to Ellie.
You're going Ellie. Okay.
I think his numbers are, 16 home runs, 50 RBIs, 826 OPS. And then you factor in those stolen bases you know he's going to get. I think I got to go Ellie.
Great
He's
answer.
not, Lindor's first and Betts is second. I think Ellie's got the best numbers.
I think so, yeah. Ellie's
It's probably
yeah.
the big market favorite right there.
Yeah. Dodgers are getting in there.
Have they been there like every single time?
Who?
The Dodgers. I think they've been 1 or 2 every single time. Yeah. Freddie Freeman, Tommy Edman, Max Muncy,
Oh,
Mookie
yeah.
Betts.
Up to this point, you're right.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, Ellie's a good answer. I honestly really hope he makes it, but Lindor, I feel like Lindor has to make an all-star team, so that's why I'm picking Lindor. Like, Lindor has just been snubbed too many times.
Well, he's going to get in there.
I have to see Lindor.
I think he's no doubt to get in. It's a question, is he going to start?
You're right. You're right. So, you know what? For that reason, I'm going to go Ellie. I'll flip it again. I respect your argument there. Putting me on to Ellie.
Catcher.
Yeah.
This is a no-brainer. This is the biggest no-brainer.
Yeah, might be the biggest no-brainer of the episode.
Guy with 28 home runs. I mean, come on.
Cal Raleigh. I don't know. There's no way to get around that.
Big dumper, as they call him out in Seattle.
Did he homer in the game you were at, or no?
He didn't. Rowdy Tellez hit a home run. That was.
Rowdy Tellez just got cut.
Did he really?
Yeah, he got DFA'd.
he had like the best game when I saw him play. I was like, Rowdy.
I know. Yeah, I mean it's Kyle Raleigh by a mile. Oh, you know what? Shout out Carlos Narvaez on your Red Sox over there.
Yep. You know,
It's been
he's having
great.
a good year.
You know what? We stand with Yankees getting away from New York and becoming good. So,
That's right.
Yep. Adley, unfortunately, not being Adley. So, we can't really say Adley, but yeah, Cal Raleigh kind of ended the story there. I mean, at 1,000 OPS.
God.
It's crazy. Okay, National League. Who are you looking at?
Dodgers again. I mean, he actually might be first or second. It's well, hold on. There's some conversation here. I'm between. Oh no, it's Will Smith.
Who are you between?
Will Smith and Hunter Goodman.
I know. I want to pick Hunter Goodman so bad.
I want to do it for the Rockies.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for the Rockies.
You're doing it?
I am. Yeah.
I respect that.
I think Will Smith, I would just like to preface is the logical pick is, just he is the overwhelming favorite, and I completely get that. But I need to show some respect to my boy Hunter Goodman.
Okay.
I literally saw him in Hartford. I've been to a few Hartford Yard Goats games, Double-A for the Rockies. Saw him play out there, I think once or twice. He's so good. Gotta respect it. Although, just in all honesty, it probably is going to be Will Smith.
Dodger.
Yeah. Another Dodger, just like you said. Now we get to the hardest conversation of the day.
Outfield.
It's always an event.
I'm gonna just off the bat pick Aaron Judge. That's definitely one of them.
I was going to say the same thing. You got to have Aaron Judge.
That's a definite. That's a lot of names here. Who are you considering for your second pick?
My second guy, I looked at him near the top. Shout out Byron Buxton. He's having a phenomenal season, and he's healthy. Nearly a 900 OPS, 15 homers driven in. Buxton's been amazing.
I'll pick him. I don't hate that pick.
I just pray that he stays healthy.
Now you say that, he's gonna get injured. You know he is.
Knock on wood. My desk is bored over here.
The third name.
Third
In
guy.
between, it's Riley Green.
Yeah, Riley Green. I thought about Riley Green. Who was the second place vote?
I think it's Riley Green.
Did they not have that? Or was it just Aaron Judge?
No, once you select one, it doesn't show the rest.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why, it's kind of confusing, but it's Riley Green. It's Taylor Ward, maybe.
I mean, shout out Mike Trout.
Just go pick Mike. I mean, he should get in.
Can't go wrong with Mike Trout.
Tyler Soderstrom.
Soderstrom cooled off though.
He did. He was really hot.
Hey, shout out my boy Ramon Laureano.
Yeah, he's in there.
He's been good. Gotta love it.
Javi Baez.
Cody Bellinger's been pretty solid. Javi's been good. I'll give him that.
You know what? I'm going with I'm going with Mike Trout, man.
Mikey Trout.
I gotta do it.
Mike Trout.
You gotta pick him.
Gotta pick Mike Trout. I respect it. I do. I think Mike Trout, Riley Green are the two best other candidates. But I'm gonna go bold. I'm gonna show my bias. Ramon Laureano. Let's get him to the All-Star game.
Pick Ramon Laureano.
862 OPS. He's been good. He's been good.
You gotta pick one of your own player.
Yep. Gotta get my own guy. I mean, I'm gonna pick two of my own guys. But Ramon Laureano, I gotta put some respect on his name. He's been fantastic.
All right. And then this
gotta do it. National League outfield. This is a tough conversation. So many different options that you could go with. What's catching your eye so far?
I need to oh my gosh, this is guys aren't even on the podium are still ridiculous numbers.
You know what?
Should we do this? We pick our three and then we share them out.
Okay, I like that idea. This is just such a tough conversation. I'm gonna try and make up for the dead air time, but
Tatis has really cooled off, hasn't he?
Tatis, yeah. You could
He was
say the
getting like
same
MVP
about
talk.
Tucker, although people love Kyle Tucker.
They do. King Tuck.
Yeah,
This is just so hard.
this is tough.
I think that's my. Is that my 3? Yeah, that's my 3.
I still got to go through a little bit. Accidentally clicking. Too click happy.
Dude. All right. I mean, there's just like so many guys. So many guys that normally make it. Like if they're in the American League, I think I pick them.
I know, yeah.
But
I mean, dude, I picked Ramon Laureano.
Oh my god. Yeah.
I'd take some of these other guys over Ramon Laureano that are snubbed on the
Yeah.
National League side.
Maybe
Most
even like
times.
there's guys that are maybe not making it that are like better than Buxton.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
guys that I
unfortunately,
didn't
you could
pick,
say
I'd
that.
take over Buxton.
Yeah. That's the harsh reality of it. Okay, I have my 3, and it's a
Right.
really exciting core.
Who's your first one?
The first guy I picked was James Wood.
I picked him too.
Nice,
Wow.
1 for 1. Yeah, I mean James Wood. He broke the Nationals' losing streak the other day.
Come on. And the fact that he's not even like top 6
And what?
in the voting, he's not even top 6.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. That's crazy.
His numbers are
He's been
really good.
insane.
He's been
A 944 OPS.
Jeez. All right, who's
Nuts.
your my second guy I picked was PCA.
I had PCA. Yeah.
So I had to pick PCA. I mean,
PCA's been electric. It's the defense, the bat.
I know, he's incredible.
He looks like a 5-tool player right now.
Breakout
crazy.
star.
He's awesome. And then my third guy, or he was my second pick, but third guy on my list here, Corbin Carroll.
Thought about him. I went Acuna.
Oh, you did. Oh, you're one of those people.
Even I don't care short sample size, man. He's been so good.
Yeah, you went that route?
Yeah, you don't like that route? It's too.
Can't say I respect it. I mean, I do respect it because it's Ronald Acuna, and I completely get it. But I mean, come on, Acuna hasn't been playing enough.
But it's like he doesn't have to like. It's not like some random dude who's coming in who just like
No.
happens to be hitting 376 in like I don't know how many games.
Yeah.
It's Acuna. Like we know he's good.
Yeah, but this feels like the Ellie De La Cruz of 2023. Like, Ellie got up, he was so hot, and then people were talking about him like, oh, should he be in the All-Star game?
And they were right. You know, he should have. He had a great year.
I'm just one of those people that I can't give the props to the guy who hasn't played enough. Even
Any
though
other
I
names
did,
you
I
thought
did
about?
pick Ketel Marte, though.
That is right, yeah.
We both did, yeah. But second base is different.
Yeah, it wasn't an option.
Different position bracket. So, but I mean, it's tough when it gets down to the wire like that for me. I'm gonna give it to the guy who played more.
I almost picked Anthony Paez.
Andy Paz was like my fourth guy.
I almost like thought I was thinking like, can I pick him over PCA? Like,
No,
I thought no, this guy. So I was like, okay,
PCA.
he's my fourth.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I would say Andy Paz would have been my fourth guy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we move on to the DH.
The last section.
Only bat. You're only looking at the bat.
Okay.
We already know my pick.
I'm gonna give it to you. He's got the best numbers.
Yep. Yeah, he does.
And those RBIs are staggering.
Ryan O'Hearn. It's Ryan O'Hearn season.
Go Brent Rooker too.
Yeah, I mean, Brooker's a really good option.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
You know, the shocking thing is, I was listening to a podcast and they were breaking down what the voting looked like so far. And I think in the top 3, it was O'Hearn, or no, it might have been top 5. But my point is, Mike Tauchman was in the top 5.
Come on.
He's
Why?
830 OPS.
Okay. Oh, let me see. I'm just thinking about mine. This is top 5 for American League.
Yeah.
Let me think about it. Let me think my top 5. O'Hearn,
Yeah.
Rooker, Yandy,
Yandy, yeah.
Blanco.
Not Ben Rice, even though he's a Yankee.
Then I go Ben Rice.
So he's not in Talkman's
I,
not in your
I
top
I don't see how Talkman slips in there.
five. That's what the voting says, apparently.
If I'm gonna, and also just like, I picked like Abraham Toro over him.
I mean, yeah, true, true. But it's funny how we're talking about Mike Talkman versus Abraham Toro.
It's a weird conversation,
It's a really weird conversation.
but you can
But
have it.
have you been enjoying Abraham Toro?
It's you kind of forget about him, but he's doing all right.
Yeah, he's
I
hitting
don't know
well.
why. I don't know why, but he's doing all right.
I mean, you kind of need that right now when Devers is gone.
We're gonna need some hitting. Yeah, we're gonna lose him a lot.
If you just ride that hot streak. That's all I'm telling you.
If Devers is here, is he first place?
I think Devers was until he got traded.
Would you pick him over Ahern?
Yeah, probably.
That's this point for Devers. He's not gonna start anymore because in the National League, and it is.
A lot of great hitters in the National League, but it's Ohtani. Case closed. Can't pick anyone else.
That's it.
It's literally just Ohtani. I mean, what else can we really say about Shohei Ohtani?
And he's starting to pitch now. How did his outing go?
Oh, I actually saw it because I was just floating on MLB Network, and they had him throw 1 inning. He did give up a run, but
Okay.
he's back on the mound.
That's even.
It's
Like,
nuts.
is he gonna win MVP again?
Probably.
Someone's gotta like take out Judge and Ohtani.
It's just gonna be the Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani MVP award.
Like, what are we doing here? It's just like no one can take him down.
So we already know about Shohei, but Rafael Devers makes total sense why he's in second. I mean, he was the best option in the American League until he got traded, which we talked about. Shout out to Vaughn Herrera playing really well with the Cardinals.
Yeah.
He's been really good. Shout out my guy, Andrew McCutchen. I've always been an Andrew McCutchen guy. 787 OPS. He's been solid for the Pirates, who need warm bodies in the lineup. Schwarber, 906 OPS. I mean, he's been fantastic. Marcell Ozuna been really good.
Seiya Suzuki,
another really good player.
a lot of good names
Gavin
here.
Sheets playing well.
Yeah,
He's got a near 800 OPS.
I'll give you that.
It's kind of crazy. Pavin Smith has been good, but it's probably a smaller sample because he's more of a platoon bat. And then outside of that, no one else is really sticking out. But yeah, it's just Shohei. I mean, is there really anything else to say about Shohei?
No, it's not.
Do we just every time we talk about Shohei on this show, is it just like it's Shohei?
Yeah. All
Is
right.
that all we need to say?
It's Shohei. What are you gonna do?
Everyone knows how good he is. He's pitching now. I mean,
So that WAR is just gonna like increase. It's gonna skyrocket.
yeah. Okay. So ballots. We'll go over the ballots. On the American League side, we'll go league by league. American League first baseman for me is Jonathan Aranda. Second baseman is Gleyber Torres. Third base, Jose Ramirez. Shortstop, Jacob Wilson. Catching, Cal Raleigh. My outfield is Byron Buxton, Aaron Judge, and Ramon Laureano. And then my DH is Ryan O'Hearn.
For me, at first base, I have Jonathan Aranda. Second base is Brandon Lowe. Third base is Alex Bregman. Shortstop is Jacob Wilson. Catcher, it's Cal Raleigh. In the outfield, I got Byron Buxton, Aaron Judge, and Mike Trout. And my DH is Ryan O'Hearn.
In the National League, I have Pete Alonso at first base, Ketel Marte at second base, Manny Machado at third, Ellie De La Cruz at shortstop, Hunter Goodman behind the plate, catching, Corbin Carroll, PCA, Pete Crow Armstrong, and James Wood. And my outfield, and obviously, Shohei Ohtani is my DH.
And for me, I've got Pete Alonso at first base, Ketel Marte at second base, Manny Machado at third base, Ellie De La Cruz at third base, Will Smith at catcher, or Ellie De La Cruz at shortstop, sorry.
Okay.
Outfield, got Acuna, PCA, and James Wood. And DH is, of course, Ohtani.
So those are our picks. Do you feel confident in your ballot here?
I feel confident. I think I made the right moves. I think my only stretch is like Mike Trout. But that was just a respect pick.
Yeah, we
But
love Mike Trout on this show.
how can you hate him?
We always have. We've always been Mike Trout guys. I definitely had some stretches. My biggest stretch probably Ramon Laureano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, who did you pick? Didn't you have another stretch? It was
I had Hunter Goodman.
Hunter Goodman. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like not ridiculous.
I again, I need to put respect on his name. He's going under the radar. Shout out Hunter Goodman. So those are our ballots. And that's the episode. I'll put the link for the All-Star ballot in the episode description if you would like to fill it out for yourself. You know, it is available to the public. They put it in the hands of the fans, which is a little bit shocking considering what fans can do. You can kind of stuff the ballot box, but it's okay. It has fans engaged, and that's better for the game. So those are our picks. This year it's in Atlanta. We're excited for that. Did you like the jerseys? They did release the jerseys.
I had to look at them.
So yeah, the Braves put out the jerseys. The hats are released. Although while you look it up, the good news is, in the game, they're going to be wearing the grays and whites.
What do you mean?
Like, remember how they used to do it? Like during the All-Star game, the hosting team, all the players would wear their own white jersey, and then the road team, like all the players would wear their own road jersey. They're bringing that back.
So why are they announcing the jerseys?
The announcement was that they're gonna have them wear them for the Derby, home run derby. So yeah, you wear the jersey for the Derby, and then in the game you just wear your normal uniform.
I kind of like that.
I think it was always better that way.
It's fun to see like all the different jerseys on the field.
Saying, it's back when times are simpler. I forget how long. Did they do it in 2021? Where they wore the jersey in the game? Oh yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
No, it was in Colorado.
No, they didn't. They wore the All-Star game jersey.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They had the players wear the All-Star game jersey from from 2021 to 2024 because 2025 they're not doing it.
It's really about the sale
in the game. Yeah, I mean there were definitely some interesting jerseys.
Like they just I mean these ones that they have this year are not that creative.
I thought the ones this past year were fine.
I liked the one last year. I think they were okay. The colors were a little off. I didn't like the colors. I thought the design was cool.
I thought the worst one was the silver and the white when they did it in LA.
Yeah.
Which was 22.
Should we do like a All-Star Game MVP pick? Should we wait until maybe closer
All-Star
to the
Game
game?
MVP? Yeah, no, that's fun. We could do that real quick. Where is this, in Atlanta? You kind of have to base it off who's going to win.
It's really a toss-up.
The American League, it feels like always wins, but like the National League has a stacked roster this year.
It's so much better. I mean,
I know.
This is so hard though, because like
I know.
Jarren Duran won last year. Who predicted that?
Yeah, no one saw that coming. He didn't even start the game.
Yeah, so it could be a guy that doesn't even start.
Yeah. I think I have my pick.
Who's your pick?
I'm gonna have some hometown bias here. I think the National League wins, and then I think James Wood wins MVP.
Ooh.
I feel like he could just go. He's so good. All I've ever heard about James Wood is how good he can hit it to the opposite field and just use the whole field. I feel like he has a really impressive swing or two where he goes oppo on a homer and it's a moonshot where he just puts so many good swings on baseballs. It's just like he wins it. So
I'm gonna go with. So I'm gonna go with the American League wins.
Keep the streak. I like that.
Yeah, and who am I gonna go with then? I'm gonna go with Byron Buxton.
Thought about Buxton. It's a good answer.
He's from Georgia, assuming he stays healthy.
Yep. Knock on wood. Gotta stay healthy. That is the main concern.
Hometown guy is gonna get it done.
Yeah, I mean you got to think about the electrifying players that can just put that they're just really exciting to watch. And I feel like on the National League side, I'll shout out like PCA and Ellie De La Cruz. Like they could do something crazy where they just win an MVP in the game. So, okay, I think that's it. So you have the American League winning. I have the National League winning. Good to talk about the All-Star game. We're finally at this point in the season. Crazy how it's flown by. I know we haven't recorded, but
Yeah, it's been a while, but it's fun to get back into it.
Absolutely. So that'll do it for this episode. Everything you need is in the description. And with that, we'll see you next time.